Mhm.
It always fails in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
All right, so I think we're back. I think we should be back in the A-League boot camp now.
Can I look at?
Yep, we're back.
VIP there.
All right, welcome. Here we go. I see us. I see us, and I see us both side by side. It's
Okay,
y'all,
we're there.
yeah, it's been Monday. It's been a typical Monday in the world of software. So, and it's my fault. I'm totally taking the blame. I was trying to try something new. And well, it just doesn't always work out. So I got to get back to the drawing board on that. But it's okay. I love it. We already got some faces on. Hey, what is up, you guys? Crystal. Hey, Miss Santa. Coach Anita's in the house. Reagan. Hey, you guys, drop high when y'all are hopping on live. Let Lori and I know that we were here. And I want to know what's your temperature wherever you're at? I don't know why, but that's so intriguing to me right now because it's so freaking cold everywhere. Even in Texas has 10-degree weather at the moment, which is insane and
I
not
know
normal.
that's not normal for you guys.
I know it was literally, I think it was 60 or 70 last week, and then all of a sudden, oh boom, we're gonna make it 10 and
Yep.
ice, snow. It's 31 degrees in Colorado, Reagan. We're actually colder than y'all.
You're colder than us here too.
Really, that's so weird.
I know.
Yeah, Coach Anita says 1,000 degrees below zero. Ain't that the truth? Poor Canada. Oh my gosh, feel for you guys. Prayers for everybody to stay nice and warm and keep electricity on and all the things.
Yep. Yep.
Sweet. Well, you guys, I know Lori and I are super excited because we both feel very passionate, and I know we both have some thoughts on today's topic on really truly. Lori's a master at brainstorming, and I love chatting with her, and we were talking about, man, we need to know what our idea was, and she's like, you know what? How about how to plan your plate? It's like, that's genius. Let's do it.
Mhm.
And because so many of you have expressed to us, you guys, and if some of you guys are brand new to us and have never coached with us before, but when me and Anita and Coach Lori do trainings, it's usually because we have heard from y'all in the field, so to speak,
Mhm.
from one-on-one conversations that you're struggling with certain things. So we love to bring it to you as topics here as training. And so if you struggle putting meals together and understanding what you need to eat in combination, put struggle in the comments because I know we have some notes that we're going to share with you guys today. I just want to know who is brave enough to share that they're struggling with that in the comments. And there's never any judgment. It's just really just to say, hey, you're not alone. There's other people struggling with it too. When you say, Lori, so a
Yeah.
lot of
Oh yeah. And it's so I this my word for this year is just simplicity, and I want to bring simplicity to so many different things, and I want to bring it to you ladies here too, just to help you not complicate the process, because I think that, I mean, yes, recipes are awesome, and it's awesome to like eat all these foods and different things, but we'll get into that. But it's just, you have to look at it. If you're on a certain fat loss journey, weight loss journey here, it's about keeping it simple until we can move to that next step. So yeah, it's all about simplicity and not overthinking it.
yeah. Sorry, my daughter's coming to me. Can I eat this? Yes, thumbs up. Go for it. Our kids are home today because of a holiday and not necessarily the weather, but it just kind of worked out that way.
Yeah, us
Um,
too.
although I feel like they just went back to school.
Yeah, right. They just went back last Wednesday
What
or
happened?
something.
Oh. No, I love, you know what? I love what you said. You guys that are listening, when you are just getting started, it's crucial for you to understand and accept and adapt and love the baby steps. And don't go from, so many of us go from like, yeah, I'm a starter, but I want to be over here. I want to be intuitively eating and I want it to be a
Hmm.
lifestyle to me by now. And I want to be tracking every single macro and I want to be doing all this and like, and I want to have all these fancy recipes and I want to do different meals every day and blah, 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 blah. And what Lori and I and Anita both can fully agree on is you're overcomplicating it. You're overcomplicating it. And like she said, simplicity is my word too this year because I want simplicity in everything. And I know we as women, we all need simplicity here as
Hmm.
what you learn in nutrition. If you have to, what is the word we use? It's grit. grit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yep, yep. Yeah. And it's such a tough love, and I know that we can all give it in good ways, and it comes truly, truly, truly from our hearts when we do say things like that, and just tough love. You really just have to get used to and be okay with eating some of the same things on repeat. And I love routine. I think I strive so good on routine, and just my normalcy of just that is normal for me. And I think that, like I said before, it's just getting yourself into that mindset of flipping the script and saying, this food is my instruction. This is going to help me, make me feel better, and help me reach my goals. And I'm not going to overcomplicate it. I know, because I mean, some of the ladies that I talk to, it's, what do I do for breakfast? You pick two different meals and you flip flop back and forth. That's what I do. And I do the same thing pretty much for my lunch and my snacks. And when you give yourself the okay to be a little boring, and I know we've said that so many times, it gets to be like, I don't want to be boring, but sometimes we just have to, right? So yeah, I mean, we'll get into a little bit more here.
Yeah, no, I love that because right when you said that, you have to get okay with eating a lot of the same things. A lot of you right now may have came on board and told Coach Anita or Coach Lori, like, I can't eat the same things every day. And I want to tell you, just like I tell my son all the time, yeah, it is a little bit of a tough love today. He's got this really bad, like, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't do this. And we're both, my husband and I are both like, I can do anything. Let's repeat that. Like, you can do anything you want to do. And it's the same for you guys. Like, you
Mhm,
can eat the same things. It is a mindset shift because you said master the borings, because it's so true. Like, yes, we don't want to be boring, but you know what? I like boring.
mhm,
Boring leads to results for me personally, and I know it. And boring leads y'all to results because Lori
mhm,
is right as you said, boring. Kate Treadway, I'm going to call you out, Kate, in a very positive way because you just got a massive shout out for your results.
mhm,
And she said, I like simple. I eat a lot of the same foods, but I don't want to
mhm,
get bored, right? I know we keep saying boring. And then Coach Anita says, anyone who has the most success masters the boring basics because it's the basics that work.
mhm,
When you're
mhm,
building your plate and you're meeting your macros, don't overcomplicate it by thinking you have to have a different thing for lunch every day, a different snacks every day. I got to do something different for breakfast every day. Now, granted, change up your dinners, right? Because that's where most
yeah,
of us are eating more than ourselves.
mhm.
But keep it boring because Kate said, I like simple. I eat a lot of the same foods. And you just shouted her out for how many dress sizes is she down? Pant
It
sizes?
was
Pound?
three, and Kate, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but I know she had went and she tried on dresses and stuff, and I was floored. I know that she was happy, and just with her results, and just 12 pounds, and that's putting in the work, and that's putting in. There's so many ladies, and I'm not just saying that there's only one here. There's so many that are, you're putting in the grit, you're putting in the grace, you're giving yourself the okay to do those things, and those simple things that move you know the needle forward. But yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was three. That was a long
Yeah, she
answer.
said three. No, I just thought that was perfect timing because like you talk about boring, you have to repeat the
Yeah.
boring, eat the same things over and over until you get to a place where you're happy. Now I just need to maintain. Maybe I can spice it up a little bit, but you have to get there first. If you're
Hmm.
just getting started, it's kind of an overwhelming, scary journey already from the get-go. But if you overcomplicate it by trying to do and then we share recipes. Don't get me wrong. Like we like to share recipes. We encourage you to take one that resonates with you. And I like to pick one a week, maybe.
Hmm.
I'm not a recipe person. But
Hmm.
I like to change food up as well, not get boring. So like pick one a week or something like that. But we're going to show you how to build your plate. We even have a picture and a resource we're going to drop in the group as soon as we're done to help you
Hmm.
know, okay, how do I, and when we say build your plate, you have to build your plate with protein, carbs, and fat. And what is that going to do? It's going to help you meet your macros because that's really the same exact thing. It's just numbers versus let me pick, right?
Right, right. And I think once you get a really good understanding of, exactly like what protein do I really enjoy? And I'm saying, you guys, pick stuff that you enjoy. Like, this is not restricting. We're not saying that you cannot eat certain foods. Like, we would never do that. It's just giving you, we want to give you the resources, and give you those examples and stuff, but pick your protein first and foremost with all of your meals, and you build around that. That is my biggest tip for you.
Yeah, 100%. You guys, protein
Mhm,
first. Master your protein first. Prioritize your
mhm,
protein first. You probably hear us say a combination of all the things. And that is why even when you go into, if those of you guys that are in the boot camp, like we threw everything to you at once. It's a group coaching program. Here's your meal plan. Here's your macros. Here's your workouts. Let's knock it out and at the pace that works good for you. But I'll be transparent. Those of you guys that are working with one-on-one, you guys know this because you've probably been through it. We work really hard with you on a one-on-one customized level to prioritize and master your protein. And once you do that, whenever you and your coach have agreed that it's time to move on and add carbs and add fat, then we add those things in the right timing. We don't
Mhm.
throw everything onto you at once, and there's a reason for that, right? Simplicity. We've said it.
Mhm.
Simplicity, I think, is overall Fitmama coaching's word of the year because it's what everybody needs in their life. So just put protein in the comments to make sure we know that you're hearing us. Protein first, protein first, protein first. I love it. Oh, Kate said, I found a fancy outfit with a sequins for our convention and in a size 14, 16 instead of a 22 to 24. Holy crap, that's huge difference.
I know, I know.
When we can't wait to hug your neck, Kate, by the way, at that
I
same
know. When she said she was going, I was like, oh my gosh, I get to meet her.
Yes,
That's
that's so
awesome.
exciting.
Mhm.
I love it. So we got some people putting protein, 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 protein. Yeah, you guys, protein is the most important. If you want to lose fat, you got to eat enough protein. You want to get rid of the belly, we've got to eat enough protein and all the fourth. But like Lori said, pick your protein. And then well, I can pull it up or just talk about it or whatever. But the thing that we're going to show you is a picture of a pretty plate
Mhm.
with protein prioritized. Pick your green veggie and then pick your starchy, either veggie or carb,
Right.
so forth. But before we do that, I just think you had mentioned food is your instructions and fuel.
Mhm.
What you want to share
You
any thoughts on that?
elaborate on it.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
want to elaborate on that because we're talking about what to eat, but you guys, it all starts with the mindset shift around why you're eating that way.
right. I don't know how to put it, I don't want to sound mean or anything. It's just sometimes you just have to, like I said, be okay with the boring, but you want to flip the way that you think about food. Of course, yes, you want it to taste good. You want to have yummy things. We all do. But how do I put it? It's just food and the protein and the things that you're eating, they are all going to move the needle forward no matter what, right? And if you be okay with the boring stuff and keep it simple, looking at food to give you the instruction on how your body feels, right? And I hope I'm not overcomplicating or explaining it. It's just I look at food in such a different way because I just use it as my source of how good is my workout going to be. If I didn't eat the right way before my workout and I ate like crap before my workout, then guess what? My body's not going to function right. It's not going to feel good. Right. And the same goes for stuff that, maybe I didn't eat good, for my lunch. Then I'm going to like nosedive. And I don't know, I'm not explaining it very well, but I look at food differently now. Yes, I want it to taste good and all the things, but it's just for me, boring is just my word. And I look at it like how I'm going to feel. And that's your instruction and how you fuel your body throughout the day. So,
No, I love that. And I even had business coaches tell me about boring. Angela, keep it boring,
mhm.
put the on repeat. And I was like, that sounds boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's what works. If you try to
Mhm.
overcomplicate or do too many things at one time, or you're listen, you guys, we have so much getting thrown at us every single day between work and our kids and the weather and I don't know about you guys, but our news feeds are flooded with the next best thing,
Mm.
whether it's a diet or a pill or a gummy or all this crap. So keep it boring when it comes to the food here. Why? Because that's going to lead you to success. And that's also what's going to lead you to making it a habit and a lifestyle. And 100%, we always teach in our mindset shift to fat loss challenges. We did a lot of them last year. We always talked about your food is your instructions. And listen, ladies, when you wake up every single day thinking, okay, don't think about this food is going to make me fat. Think about like this food is going to make me tired, sluggish,
Mhm.
exhausted, full of brain fog, and maybe even a little irritable. This food is going to make me actually feel good, get a better workout, have more brain power, be able to be happy and excited and in a good mood when my kids get home from school. Which road am I going to take? Well, that's a no-brainer, right? When you look at, I'm going to take it as I'm going to take this road because I know that I want to show up for everybody else. It's not worth eating the donut if I'm going to feel bad and be crappy and crabby and feel, all the things. You can say no easier to those types of things when you remember, like, okay, my food is more than me just trying to lose weight and fat. It's actually, this is how I'm going to feel and function. It's just, shift your mind, put instructions in the comments so we know that that's setting in, right? Because picking your food, it goes right along with it. When you know, like, this food is going to make me feel good, well, I know what I'm going to put on my plate.
Mhm.
I know how I'm going to build my meals, right? Let me see. I'm following comments on my phone because it's easier.
And then I guess just giving examples of meals, and then putting things on repeat, you know. Um, I guess we can show the what you sent me, the little
Yeah.
guide or whatever. Maybe we can do that.
Yeah, let me pull it up here. Yeah, we made actually we it's funny how we as Fit Mama coaching, you guys, in March, it's going to be 4 years. We'll celebrate 4 years. We'll do something big. We'll do something fun. We'll do something exciting for our 4 year anniversary, which is so exciting to me. I can't believe it's
That's
4 years.
crazy. Yep.
Um, and along the way, we've made a lot of amazing things and resources to help you all. And we've actually had this resource for a while, but I've totally completely forgot about it. And so Lori had this idea of today's topic to help you build your plate. And so this is your beautiful guide to the Fit Mama Perfect Meal Plate. And then now it's nice and red with our new pretty colors.
Yep.
So make sure it's up. Yeah, I love it, Kate. Yes, we're going to celebrate big. I don't know what we're going to do yet for 4 years. We're going to do something big. It's coming. I can't believe it. But okay, if you guys can see this, you should be able to, because I can see it on my screen now as well too. When you are going to pick your plate, now granted, we're talking a little bit more about your bigger meals, your breakfast. This is more for breakfast, lunch, and carbs. When you say, because snacks are smaller.
Hmm.
Snacks
Yes.
are you're
Oh
not
yeah.
you're gonna have a lean protein, a starchy carb, and all
Hmm.
this stuff.
Hmm.
But okay, perfect. Thanks, Kate. So when you're going to build your plate, this is just a guideline. We're not saying you have to have fruit in every single one of your meal, but you could.
Hmm.
There's your sweet
Hmm.
thing, right?
Hmm.
But start, just like Lori said, you guys start with your protein. Okay, divide your plate up into threes. There's your lean protein. What's your favorite protein? Put that in the comments. I'm a turkey person. I eat a lot of turkey,
Hmm.
fish. I love salmon, chicken.
Just for like examples, like a turkey burger or something, like I just think about some of the things that I do on repeat is it's turkey burger, and then I have a bunch of veggies with that. I might do some, like, I love blue chips and hummus, that'll be a carb for me. My veggies are my carb too. But then the hummus is a fat source. So it's very simple, but the protein is the turkey or ground turkey or turkey burger, whatever it is, chicken. And then my veggies. Sometimes I'll just do like a big salad with it, have a little bit of dressing. That's my fat right there. So it's just, yeah, very simple.
I love it. I love it. I haven't had hummus in a while. That sounds really good.
I love hummus. Oh my goodness. I love it. Love it.
I something I forgot about actually. Yeah.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
love it. Most people are saying chicken, salmon, turkey, shrimp. We love shrimp. Kate, my daughter will eat the heck out of shrimp. Turkey sandwiches for lunch this week for Kate. Yeah. I love it. You guys have the things, and here's the other page, which we'll go with in a second. This guide also has a list. There's different things. Some of the things you'll eat, some of the things you may not. It's all good. You find you and what works for you and what you like. I do a lot of ground turkey, turkey patties, like she said. Um, chicken, fish.
Mhm, mhm.
I'll do occasional steak for dinner, and that's it. Honestly,
Yeah.
when I was pregnant, I couldn't eat ground beef. It just tore my stomach up, and I haven't eaten it a whole lot very since. Now I don't really
Mhm.
like it. I just like turkey.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. I'm the same way.
Not saying you guys can't do red meat. You can. It can. You just want to make sure that you're plugging it in and fit in your macros. But you guys, you get the point. Pick your protein. When you go to meal prep, pick your protein. When you go to pre-cook your meals, if you don't cook anything else, cook your
Do your
protein. Because we're not
exactly.
gonna stop in the middle of the day to go cook protein. We're just not. But
Mhm.
we might do some steamable vegetables, or we might,
Mhm.
do a salad, but you're not going to cook your protein. Most of us. You can't,
Yeah.
maybe a few of you are different, but I know I won't. So you got your protein, and then I always love to go greens next. Why you see, you guys, it's half the plate. You can eat your greens are good fibrous carbs.
Mhm.
So greens, do you want to share our favorite greens? I eat a lot of green peas, broccoli, salad, asparagus.
Yeah, I'm a mixture of salads. I do like a really the Green Giant makes this like steamable brand, and it's like an antioxidant brand. It has like the carrots and the broccoli, and there's like peppers and stuff in it too. So yeah,
Oh
I'm a
yeah.
big broccoli person. Brussels sprouts.
Edamame. I love edamame.
Mm, I don't do that a whole bunch. I love zucchini.
Yeah. Tell us your favorite greens in the comments. So if you're building your plate, even your macros, you guys, as you're plugging things in, protein, 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 got them all plugged in. Cool. Where's my greens? You got to have greens. Okay. Especially on your lunch and your dinner plate.
Mm,
Um, sometimes a lot of sometimes in the morning, snacks, whatever. Everybody's different. And then of course, a smaller portion of your plate is your starchy carbs and your veggies. Or your starchy carbs or starchy veggies is what that really
mhm,
is. So
mhm.
like a starchy veggie, you guys, is corn. Corn is more of a starchy veggie than it is anything
Right, it has a
else.
higher carb content. Yeah.
Yeah. So, although I love corn mashed potatoes, for
Hmm.
example, you don't necessarily want to do those two together if you're counting your
Right.
macros per se, unless you
Hmm.
make up for it somewhere else because you're going to skyrocket your carbs in that one plate.
Hmm.
Um, Other starchy carbs, obviously, you guys, I love quinoa, brown rice. Um, I do oatmeal for breakfast. There's
Hmm.
also another list of some things, you guys. And you're gonna see some things in multiple different places. But we'll give this all to you, you guys. We don't want this to be super, super long or overcomplicated, but anything else we want to share on that, or that's pretty,
No, I mean, pretty self-explanatory. I do a lot of my fruits, like I'll do the berries and stuff in the morning, and then I'll do an apple in the afternoon. That's kind of just my go-tos for fruit.
yeah,
Um, and
yeah,
I really try to get at least two different fruits a day.
right. Yeah, same. I always get at least two greens a day, two fruits, sometimes three fruits. We love fruit. We eat the heck out of some fruit in the house. And
Hmm.
that gives me 5 servings of both, which is so
Hmm.
good for our gut, ladies. It's so good
Yeah.
for our gut. Um, I love it. They're dropping their different ideas in the comments. I love it. And so you guys, this will be in the group. Once we hop off, I'll post it in here. And like I said, the second page literally just goes right along with the picture that we made. If you're struggling or you need some ideas, you need something different, grab some things and make your little perfect plate. And then of course, here's some portion guides, or you can always, to be the most precise when it comes to macros, you can weigh your food. Obviously, here's some different ideas for portions as well too. And then, we'll do more trainings in the future when it comes to, we don't want to overwhelm you all with too much at one time. Again, simplicity is the key. Simplicity is our mission. It's always been our mission, to be honest with you, to simplify nutrition when you're coaching with us in any form or fashion, because the world has overcomplicated it. More women are kind of paralyzed on what the heck do I start, because you've got a million different things in your face telling you what to do. Keep it simple. If you're tracking your macros, because some of you guys are not in the 8-week boot camp, it's okay. We're not telling everybody has to count your macros.
Hmm. Hmm.
Some of you chose to do the meal plan. Same thing. You can use these lists. Here's a perfect way to build your perfect little plate. And go and build from there. And if you've got questions as we're here already today, drop a question in the comments. Me and Lori can answer it if you do. Let me catch up on the
Yeah, and
comments.
it's just, just with the protein powders and stuff, it's okay to supplement, and be okay with that. Like if you're trying to really reach your protein goals every day, that's something that I do every day, supplement with a protein powder. And that's more of my after post workout, I'm getting my protein in there after my workouts. But Yeah, definitely okay for that too. And then, I know a lot of, sometimes I hear like, I'm so sick of eggs. I'm so sick of eggs, for me, I love oatmeal in the morning, or this morning before I did my legs this morning, I just had Dave's Killer Bread English muffins. And I had some cottage cheese with it. So that's my protein. I do have protein coffee every day too. But I put cottage cheese with it, and I put my whole grain English muffin. And then I had some berries on the side. And that was my go-to before my workout this morning. So it's simple, just pairing it all together, and just picking things like the cottage cheese and the yogurts. They're really good snacks too, for protein.
I love that. I keep the I never even knew that they had the, what is it? How do you say that even? The Greek yogurt that we use,
Oikos.
Oikos. I always say it wrong.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
I didn't even know they had the pro version, which was 20, there's 20 and 25 grams of protein. If you
I
look,
know. Right.
I didn't even know that till Lori posted it. So I dug into my store. Sure enough, they have it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Greek yogurt every day. Like again, we find your rhythm and routine. And Lori, I know you were saying this when we were kind of brainstorming on today's topic. It was like, get yourself into a routine. Your food
Mm-hmm.
is also important to get yourself into a routine of what time you eat, what do you eat, those types of things.
Mm-hmm.
Not to be like, oh, I gotta stay right here. I can't go here because I gotta eat in a minute. No, like be flexible,
Yeah,
pivot.
yeah.
But it's like when you're starting your workout programs, you have to find a routine to start working it into your, like my routine is solid because I've done it so many years, and it's waking up 5 a.m. Today it was so cold I didn't have a desire to drive to the gym. I'm just literally, my weights are still in my floor right here. I literally worked out my floor.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Uh, but it's because I've set a routine. We've all set routines of taking it and, eating something before you work out, and I say we all, like us coaches, you may not be there yet, but give yourself grace, give yourself um, time to create that, because creating a schedule around your eating is just as important as same thing around your food, right? I mean, excuse me, your workouts.
Right, right, exactly. Yeah, put yourself, that's what I say, put yourself on a schedule, and don't be so rigid about it. Like, Angela said, give yourself some flexibility. But I'm pretty much eating around the same times every single day. Our dinners are off here and there, but for the most part, I'm like, oh, it's snack time. And you know what? The more that you get yourself on that routine and that schedule, your body's going to be like, okay, it's time to eat. Like you'll start feeling those little bit of hunger, and you'll start getting maybe a little less energy, all the things, and then that it's time to eat. And the more that you do it, your body just gets used to that rhythm, and it's gonna work like clockwork, and then your body starts turning into a fat burning machine. Just keep feeding it, right, and don't skip your meals.
Yeah, and you know what? That brings another thought to my head, because ladies, a lot of times we as coaches, we hear when you first come on board and you start your nutrition program and you start working towards a certain macro calorie goal. A lot of times we hear all the time, but I'm not hungry. I don't want to eat. I'm not
Mhm.
hungry. I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry. What Lori said is so on point. You have to train your body and your metabolism. So if you've been chronic, I always call it chronically under eating, because so many people in today's world are like under 1,000 calories a day. And it's that to me is chronically under eating.
Mhm.
And what that has done is it slowed down your metabolism. You're not going to be hungry. You have to rev up that engine by creating those routines around eating. And a few weeks in, you'll start to notice, okay, you know what? I didn't need to remind myself at 11 o'clock to go have my snack, because I'm a creature of the same time my body triggers me. I'm hungry now. Guys, we've been
Mhm.
at it for years. It
Mhm.
took us time to get there. You'll get there, but you may have to do little silly things like put reminders on your phone to go off at whatever time works best for you. We've used this with clients before. If 11 o'clock ish is about time to have your mid-morning snack, set an alarm on your phone if you have to. Eat the snack, even if you like, I'm not hungry, like you're gonna have to train your body at first. You
Mhm.
train your body at first, and then eventually you get into that routine. But the beautiful piece of it's a good sign when your body starts to trigger you that you're hungry. It's okay. It's actually a really positive sign.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Like right now, I'm growling away.
yeah, yeah. I literally just scarfed down the rest of my oatmeal before we hopped on. Lately I've had such a bad habit. I eat everything else. I'll sit down and I work, and then my kids get distracted, and then I
Mm.
leave my oatmeal in the microwave, and Sean will come home like, you're
You
I'm
left it in there.
gonna go eat it real quick. Kind of scared. But
You
yeah,
know,
you guys go ahead.
and another thing is just, if you're not logging your food or whatever, maybe just write down like a little menu plan for yourself, and write down some of the foods that you like to eat and kind of keep it in front of you. Maybe that you just need a little bit of that visual. I know a lot of the ladies are using the app and all that, and logging their foods, but if it's something that you're not doing regularly, then write it down and keep it in front of you and give yourself that visual of just looking at some of the things that you like to eat, and maybe write down those times. Give yourself that schedule. Like we plan out different things for our work day. Do the same thing. Make that list for yourself for your meals. Because the thing that we want to avoid and help you along this process is not winging it. You don't want to just wing your day. Have that plan in place and write that for yourself. That's the biggest tip that we can always drill into your head. Like, just be okay with the boring, first of all, then be okay with just writing some things down and kind of pre-logging it in here to know that this is what I'm going to eat. Because if you wait till like the last minute and you're like, well, crap, I have nothing to eat, it's not planned, what am I going to do? Right. And then you always have to go back to the how's this going to make me feel? Right. Because if you don't have anything planned or prepped, then guess what? You're going to find yourself deviating a little bit and maybe picking something that's not exactly going to make you feel, good and give you that energy. So plan, prep, no winging, and success.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, no winging. It's the worst thing that we can do is just wake up and wing it, and
Mhm.
with zero plan, and with that said, you guys, you don't have to have everything figured out. You don't have to have everything planned. You just have to start somewhere. If you're struggling, just go look at, where am I struggling the most? Like Lori said, if you wake up and wing it and you don't have any plans for what you're going to eat that day, you do deviate. We do make poor choices, and then we beat ourselves up later for it. And then we have a mental moment where we feel like failures, or whatever this case may be, because we as women are our own worst critics. So then you go down this rabbit hole of a mindset issue that it just keeps you stuck. It keeps you stuck where you're at, right? Like, if you've never
Mhm.
taken the time to plan, do it now. This is your time. You invested money to be here. So take the most advantage of it. And that's the biggest tip we can give you guys. Don't shoot for perfection. Don't try to be perfect right out of the gate. Don't try to do every single thing all at once. Start small. If you're not hitting your protein, start there. There's a reason in the boot camp, for the boot camp meal plan, there's a reason why we only had you calculate a calorie and a protein goal. We didn't even give you a formula for carbs and fat, and there's a reason for that.
Mhm.
There's a method behind our madness. Always start somewhere, start small, or just follow the meal plan that you picked, but plan, even if it's just a little bit, or you will find yourself wanting to quit after a couple weeks. And we're just going into week 2, y'all.
I
We're
know. Hard to
just
believe.
really getting started.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
which reminds me, well, we'll wrap it up shortly, you guys, but I know I made a post in this group the other day about a challenge. Like, if anybody wanted or not a challenge, it was a raffle, for some extra accountability and some fun here in the group. And so I want to share what we're going to do. Um, so since we did this training today about food, um, every so this is what we're going to do, and I'll make a post about this. Since we're teaching you guys today about tracking and meal, or excuse me, planning out your plate, every single time you post in this group this week, every time, I don't care if you post every 5 times each meal that you eat. I want you to post your meals inside this group this week. Post a picture of your meals, post a picture of you drinking your shake, post a screenshot of your macros that you tracked, if those of you guys that are tracking macros. Do a video. You get double points. And if you guys that are willing to do a video, and that video can be you just sharing your favorite recipe, you just doing whatever that's on your mind and your heart, maybe sharing a takeaway, maybe doing all those steps. Double points if anybody does a video. It doesn't have to be live. It can be recorded, or it can be live if you want to be. Every time you do those, you guys are going to get a raffle. We're going to give away one of our Fitmama t-shirts, and I'll post a few options in here so you can go take a look. Let's have some fun this week. That starts now, today, all the way through Sunday. And let's just have some extra fun this week, you guys.
Mhm.
And if you're in, just drop I'm in the comments. Let us know that you're in. And let's have some extra fun this week. Share your food, share your ideas, your recipes, and share your struggles if you're having any so we can help you. We can't help you if you don't let us know.
Right. I was just going to say that'll give us a good thing to kind of look at it. And if you're struggling with something, we can give you, give you those tips that you need to help you.
Awesome. Perfect. I see some already saying I'm in. I'm
Mhm.
in. Perfect.
Mhm.
Then we're gonna post two things. We're gonna post that food guide that we just showed you with the pretty perfect plates. And then I'll post something else regarding the raffle just so everybody knows. And then let's kick it this week, you guys. Nutrition is key. Obviously, workouts are a big piece of this as well, too, but your nutrition is the most important piece. And stay warm wherever you're at.
Yeah, ask questions, you guys. If you're struggling, let us know so we can help you.
Yep, don't go MIA, you guys. You invested in this, you deserve it. And if you haven't started yet, maybe you've been struggling to even get started. No, again, you're not alone. It's never too late. It's never too
Mhm.
late.
Mhm.
And yeah, we got you. Awesome.
Yep.
All right, well, let's wrap it up there. Thank you all for hopping on. We had a lot of you guys on live. I know a lot will catch on replay. Y'all have an amazing, amazing day. And we will all chat soon.
All right. Awesome. Bye, ladies.
Bye, Lori.
See ya.